bit embarrassing.
Come here, sir.
Yeah.
When we did this 2 years ago, this video was one of the most watched videos of that year. Nothing to do with you, it's me.
Okay.
So come on, Fenland SOIL Conference 2025. On the back of the very successful conference two years ago, what are your hopes and aspirations of this year? What are you hoping to come for? What good stuff are you hoping will come from this conference?
Well, we want to actually talk about all the progress. So there's been a hell of a lot of work done.
There has, yeah.
And we want all the different stakeholders to understand just how much work's going on. I think we've got a little bit of quite a lot more work to do because, for example, the mapping is so important, and we haven't completed that yet. The numbers that started this whole process that the government's been using with 2.5 million tonnes of CO2 emissions from the peat, everybody is in agreement that it's not a correct number.
Yep.
And it's an exaggeration, but we don't know what that real number is. So there's a lot more work to do, but we're making real progress, and we want to get that message over.
Yep. And I think it was a great thing to have Daniel here.
Yeah.
Earlier on.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway from? You're very positive.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I think it's a great endorsement that Fenland SOIL had someone of that stature politically here.
Yeah.
So it just shows the positive endorsement towards the organisation.
Well, to be quite honest, a big difference compared to the previous regime. They were hell-bent on wetting the fens, reflooding the fens. Okay. Food security wasn't a big deal, and they seemed to not have any sort of focus on the economy either, really.
Yeah.
So to hear today that food production is important, that the community, society in the fens that's built around food production is important. And the economy is important. I mean, it's such a big issue now,
isn't it? Just
and wake-up calls from the USA with Trump, questioning some of these issues and saying, we've got to have economic progress. And if we don't have economic progress in Britain, we're never going to deliver on the net zero commitments because they're going to need investment. And if we don't develop economically, it'll bankrupt the country. So
and John, it's almost like we need someone who's been integral within the national food strategy to speak at this event, or I don't know, be an after evening speaker. Who we got speaking?
Well,
later
Henry
tonight?
Dilberby, and it's great. I mean, terrific that he's being prepared to come. And I was involved with the food strategy, and he's. I think one of the things that I tried to do, worked with actually Minette Batters quite a bit to try and emphasise the importance of ruminants in agriculture, sheep and cattle and grazing and pasture, that are the climate change, greenhouse gas emissions are not as bad as they might be sort of worldwide. Importing beef, we need to produce beef in the UK and lamb, and actually they can in a pasture system, in a mixed farming system, contribute to climate change mitigation. So I think hopefully we got that message over with him, and hopefully he might talk about that a bit tonight as well.
So from Little Acorns, Fenland SOIL, I think we're more than a little acorn now. I feel like we're in a sapling stage. It's definitely going places.
Yeah, I think it's the go-to organisation.
Yeah.
I think we've got an absolute star in Megan. I mean, you saw the way she spoke this morning. Wow.
Yeah, brilliant.
I think to see all the different government departments, universities, professors, people from around the world who've come today, just shows you, that sort of pivotal go-to point that we are with Fenland SOIL. The next thing now is to keep that momentum going and
support collaboration.
Support and collaboration, and we've heard that this morning as well. Yeah.
And just to wrap up, I asked Daniel at the end of our little interview with Megan outside what his favourite produce was.
Okay.
I've asked you this before. Guess what Daniel said his favourite fresh produce was?
What, celery?
John Shropshire's beetroot. And he's now grown it in America, I hear.
I should have said that. Yeah. Beetroot, yes. Actually, he did visit with the US ambassador. Because actually we finally got agreement to be able to export beetroot to the USA, which we hadn't got before, because of spurious sort of phytosanitary issues. The Americans are very protectionist. So we've now got permission, and it's taken 7 years to get that trade, that issue through trade. and he came with the ambassador. Actually, the second in command, I think, actually, not the actual ambassador.
And just to finally wrap up,
Yeah.
have you heard that the City Food Lecture, apparently all the tickets are sold out? And I think it's because of the keynote speaker. John's the keynote speaker of the City Food Lecture. That's going to be an event not to miss.
Well, usually they sell out faster than they did this time.
Oh, stop it.
I am the first farmer to do it, and actually I'm nervous as hell, and it's worrying me like hell to speak for 40 minutes. But anyway.
We'll be there cheering you on. You'll be fantastic. John, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you.